of all, elementary school teachers, middle school teachers for coming out here and supporting us. That means a lot. Now, you guys are already pumped up. I've seen this last year. You guys killed it in the crowd, but it was a little bit warmer. So today, I'm just going to tell you about some secrets I've learned along the way on what to wear tomorrow. So you're good and warm and you can cheer as loud as you can. Here it is. Shorts and sweatpants under your jeans. Alright? Hot hands in the pockets. And this one's super important because you pull your hands out. If you got gloves on, you're going to hear you clap. So I need those hot hands in the pocket when something good happens. Let's hear that cheering. And now we'll give up for the the crowd last year got us going. We've done it before. We're going to do it again. Give it up, people.
Hunter Bailey to lead this Adrian offense to their first state title since 2002, while Daniel Ritter is looking to repeat for a second year in a row after taking down Marceline in the state tourney last year. He's going to look to Trevor Klein to lead this offense with a rushing attack that is like no other in Class 1. The Bulldogs cheerleaders and their faithful have traveled from the western part of the state to come right here to Como to take on the Blackhawks and Adrian. The Show Me Bowl wraps up with Class 1 right here. Cam Thomas alongside Bo Bayman as we get y'all set and ready to go for the final game of this one. And Bo, we got a good one to wrap it all up. East Buchanan taking on the Adrian Blackhawks, and East Buchanan will strong early, but is now allowed East Buchanan to gain some yardage. But a big third down. 3rd and 4 from the 42. Klein gets the handoff. Klein, big burst of speed. Klein to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Bulldogs. $42 yards for the score.
How about Trevor Klein? You saw the speed there. He got through the hole, got to the second level, and once he broke through the second level, they weren't going to catch him. He was gone for 42 yards straight up the middle, and a good job after the catch, and really one tackle away from taking that the distance.
First completion for Colton Miller. Brings up 1st and 10 from the 47. Miller back to pass. Rolling right, looking deep. Pass is intercepted. And nobody else but Trevor Klein coming up with the pick. He does it on offense, and now he comes up with a big INT on D.
I do like the op here, and Adrian can steal some of the momentum.
Well, you got nothing to lose by going for it here on your opponent's goal line. I formation. Bring in an extra blocker in Bailey. Give it to Klein. He's in for the touchdown. Trevor Klein, a 1-yard run for his second touchdown of the night. And the junior continues to be a force on the ground.
Perfect call there, and this is what we're talking about, Cam. You give him a couple of snaps off, and look at that. On 3rd and 1, they beat him, and he just burst through that hole.
Yeah, you got to give credit to Daniel Ritter for how he manages this backfield using a plethora of runners. Back to pass, Busby looking deep. It is caught. Hensley is in the end zone for a touchdown. 35 yards, and Hensley has a score.
What a throw there by Busby as he totally turned around the defense, and waiting for it was Hensley with open arms. The 3rd touchdown for the Bulldogs, and that one was pretty nice. Great job.
Sometimes you got to be creative with the legs, and that's what Colton Miller did there. 3:05 to go in the half. Swing it out right. Complete to Sean Walsh for his first catch of the day.
Again, that is a loss of 1 on a first down play with under 20 minutes to go. They've got to push the ball downfield.
Do have 2 timeouts remaining, so interesting to see how they manage this clock. But at 51 yards to go to try to get to the house. Talley will come in. Play action. Miller was looking for Talley. Instead, he's sacked. Dropped in the backfield, and the big fella, Ethan Bailey, on the pursuit.
Ethan Bailey got through there and didn't miss. The big man celebrating big time, and why not? He got through that offensive line, sacked Miller. A huge loss, a loss of 8 on that play.
It looked like Miller was looking one way the entire time, and that was Mason Talley, who motioned in and then tried to run that post up the middle.
Wasn't there because no time was left for him to throw.
No motion, Talley in again. This time they fake the pitch to him and toss it outside to Jackson Deal, but he's dropped in the backfield.
Buchanan won last year against Marceline, as Cam told you, 21-7, on the doorstep of going up 4 scores here in the first half.
Well, both these teams, of course, tremendous to get to this point, right, Bo? But I think what you're seeing here early is the experience and the continuity of this East Buchanan team on display in the first half.
They've got a lot of guys who played last year, and let's be honest, when you compare the rosters in Class 1, East Buchanan has a lot of guys who play football. Yes, there are freshmen and sophomores all throughout the varsity lineup, but nevertheless, they're there. And they get to see what's going on. They get to see the culture and every day in practice, and then on Friday nights. And in some games, they even get into the game, which just makes it. And I like that call because it doesn't wind the clock. And so they have 2 shots here to get it in from the 2-yard line. You have to believe that Klein's going to get it again.
Unbalanced right to the formation. Busby in the shotgun. Klein into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Klein gets his 3rd rushing touchdown of the night, and he just continues to roll on in this first half.
9-year camp, block, hold the guys to be able to let the receivers get down to the end zone before they
East Buchanan's got 4 guys back. They bring pressure, and he's sacked. Man, Trevor Klein just does it all. Offense, defense. puts him back at the 21-yard line. 2nd and 14. up, trips right to the formation of Miller, who's in the shotgun solo. They bring Bailey in motion right. He goes back middle, trying to push past the 30, wrapped up at the 33, but a nice gain and some misdirection pre-snap that allows Bailey to find an opening.
And again, your line is so stout. You have to get them thinking one way, go another way. That's why even though there was a penalty in the first half, on the end around or the reverse, that play was successful. We need to do more of that and get these guys guessing.
3rd and 2. Short yardage situation. Bailey, carry, no gain. When they need to answer the bell, this East Buchanan defense has been there all day long. 4-score lead. Busby in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Looking right. Pass complete to Klein. What a circus catch. Now he's got room to go down the sideline to the house. Oh my goodness. What can Trevor Klein not do?
Are you kidding me? It looked like he bobbled this ball, caught it down by his ankle pin, then put his head up and took it to the house. That is incredible.
I mean, it's almost like he crossed over like he was playing a basketball game. Look at this throw. In great position. He puts it through his legs, makes the defender miss, and then he's off.
And he's gone. Gets good blocking.
High formation. We'll go to the fullback. Aaron Yoss fakes it. Now Miller will try to stretch it outside to the edge, and he's wrapped up at the 39. Loss of 5 on the play. It's come together on the offensive side of the ball. So far this drive is at 5 plays and 43 yards. Miller lofting it up, intercepted. Aiden Hensley comes down with the INT. It's the second turnover of the day for this East Buchanan defense.
Haven't had the zip, and that led to a couple of interceptions. The short passes that they've been doing before, when he steps into it, those have been fine. It's just the ones that are up for grabs. Well, there's the Bulldog defender.
Busby goes right for a screen. Now a little bit of room to work with. Oh my goodness! Steven Ingus down the sideline and a score. Adam Steven Ingus goes 76 yards for the score.
How about that? Another play here, Cam, where they just throw it out to the right side. You make a defender miss, and there's a whole lot of space. There's the miss, and nobody else is going to catch Steven Ingus. Adam Steven Ingus, a 5'9", 135 pounds, turned on the jet to get into the house there.
They flip the script and score one more time to East Buchanan.
That's a long one, and as we said, not that at 35-0 things aren't bleak. Now it's 42. That's what happens when you're down 35-0. Tackling gets a little tougher. Little screen passes go 82 yards to the house.
Yeah, I mean, they just got him in open space and let him go to work. So now with 2:39 to go here in the third.
Showed blitz on that last one, saying he's going to save the shutout. What a good job by the Adrian aerial assault.
They go pistol formation. Motion tally. Handoff left. And swallowed up. Big time stop by Chase Mears to wrap up the running back Hunter Bailey. Out here for Adrian. They're looking to get the ball in the end zone and potentially stop the running clock. Lofted up, intended for Minor, and it's picked off. How about Aiden Hensley with another interception, his second today?
It's being patient rather than outrunning his blocking.
You know, we've seen a couple of teams this weekend, Bo, that you talk about, oh, if they win a state championship, should they move up a class? East Buchanan, not one of those teams.
Yeah, it's true. I don't think they'll move up to Class 2.
Handoff left. Trevor Klein gets a first down and tripped up at the 21.
Boy, that was one tackle away from going the distance, I believe. East Buchanan does have a lot of players, as we said. You look at the Adrian lineup card compared to the East Buchanan, and it seems like everybody at East Buchanan plays football.
Yeah. Both these teams on the same side of the state. East Buchanan, of course, we just mentioned north of Kansas City, while Adrian's a little bit south of Kansas City, closer to the Missouri-Kansas border.
Yep.
But still, both these teams familiar with each other being on that side of the state.
Yeah, Adrian over in Bates County, and now there's going to be a timeout by East Buchanan. You can see their sideline already with 6:40 to go, motioning to their crowd to get going. I think this could be a wholesale change now. We might see some of these young guys coming in, and that's why they called timeout.
Yeah.
He'll be gone, and he plays both ways. But
look at the quarterback keeper, Phoenix Baugh, trying to find some space, pushing his way through the defense, but wrapped up by Brock Ford as he gets across the 40 up to the 42.
nice little run there by Phoenix.
You know, one thing that I'm just now noticing, Bo, and it's been going on all game, but a lot of teams you see now will implement some of the pull blockers to come outside and be some extra protection upfield.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you talk about the offensive line, Nick Klein, a junior. Barrett Veach, number 75, a junior. Their center, Tucker Musser, a junior. These guys who have blocked tonight are coming back. Corbin Allen, he's a junior as well. In fact, he's a sophomore.
Stretch it to Caden Ray. Flag flies in from the back judge.
You hear the cheer over there, back to back.
In at quarterback is Kobe Enos. He hands off to Ian Yoss.
Probably will be it. The clock continues to run. They were chanting back-to-back over on the other sideline, and deservedly so.
And now the celebration begins. Back-to-back state titles for the East Buchanan Bulldogs. They are victor of the Class 1 state championship, and they conclude the 2022 Show Me Bowl with a 42-0 victory over the Adrian Blackhawks. And they do it on the biggest stage here at Faurot Field in Columbia.
And just total domination, Cam. I mean, they came out and played staunch defense the entire day and hit on enough big plays and got great play from Trevor Klein to take this one home 42-0.
Led by his quarterback, Gage Busby. 14 of 19 through the air. 312 yards with 3 touchdowns. His longest was an 82-yard pass to Stephen Angus, rather.
Stephen Angus.
Yeah, who registered 143 yards through the air on 4 catches and a score. I mean, I just was so impressed from an offensive perspective how much they spread the ball out and allowed Busby to do so much on the offensive end.
East Buchanan finishes with 314 yards in the air, 162 yards on the ground, for a total of 476 yards. They allowed 69 passing yards, 69 rushing yards for 136. I mean, that is the story of the game. 476 to 136. You can talk about time of possession. It was pretty close. Third down, East Buchanan was 9 of 13. But just total domination through the air, balanced offense, 314 through the air, 162 on the ground. That's a pretty darn good day for East Buchanan.
For Adrian, Hunter Bailey was the go-to guy. 15 carries for 71 yards. Did not register a score. The only score of the day came from East Buchanan. It was a complete shutout of Adrian today. And look, they got close, but they just couldn't figure out a way to get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, absolutely. It was 7-0 for a while.
Yeah.
And they were in this ball game, but like you said, it was 3-and-out after 3-and-out. The offense just couldn't get played.
You did Show Me Bowl. After the game, both teams line up. They respectively shook hands and showed a level of sportsmanship. And really every team that has come out here this weekend has been so respectful of each other, whether they win or lose.
Look at that trophy, nice and clean. It's about to get a bunch of fingerprints on it.
Oh, yes, it is. They're going to pass that thing around, and Daniel Ritter and his entire East Buchanan Bulldog squad is going to get an opportunity to hoist that trophy. Back with you on Mission TV as we wrap up the Class 1 state championship from Faroe Field in Columbia. The trophy presentation has concluded. East Buchanan celebrating with their fans that have come all the way from Gower to celebrate this victory here in Farobo. And it was just complete domination of East Buchanan, but your complete final thoughts.
Stand by me. We saw the red each other's hand, 'cause we seem to understand the urgency. Just remember,
You're the one thing
I can't get enough of.
So I'll tell you something.
It's gonna be love, because I had the time of my life. I never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's so true, and I owe it all to you. Hey, baby.
With my body and soul, I want you more than you'll ever know.
So we'll just let it go. Don't be afraid to lose control. No.
Yes, I know it's on your mind when you say, stay with me tonight.
And remember, you're the one thing
I can't get enough of.
so I'll tell you something. It's good to love, because I had the time of my life. Never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's so true, and I owe it all to you, 'cause I had the time of my life, and I searched through every open door till I found love true, and I owe it all to you. Had the time of my life. No, I never felt this way before.
Never felt
Yes, I
this
swear.
way.
It's a truth, and I owe it all to you. I had the time of my life. No, I never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's so true, and I owe it all to you. 'Cause I had the time of my life. Searched through every open door.
Three claps, we're ready tonight. Three claps. Three claps. Three claps. 27 years ago, I sat in this locker room just like you guys, on a knee, getting ready to play a game. I walked down the locker room, it still smells the same. It takes you back real quick. One of the things that caught me was how fast 27 years goes by. There's so many people that live vicariously through you. I would give anything tonight to jump in one of these uniforms with you guys.
Do something I never had an opportunity to do. My father never saw me play. You play for your fathers tonight.
That feeling goes away. It goes away, and it doesn't come every Friday night. It comes when you get married. It comes when your child's born. So you get it, but you just don't get it every Friday night. You're going to miss that more than anything in the world. That's what I miss. And so you seniors that are focused on college, you're focused on your work after high school, what you're going to do next, you're focused on tomorrow, aren't you?
You got plenty of time for tomorrow. But these tonights, they're going by fast. You focus on tonight. This is about you guys. This is about the guys in this room that care about each other, that know there's only so many more of these nights left. It's about you. They're a faceless opponent. They just happen to draw the short straw tonight. Now get your asses ready to play. Win on three. 1, 2, 3.
I feel that chill, smell that fresh cut grass. I'm back in my helmet, cleats, and shoulder pads. Standing in the huddle, listening to the call. Fans going crazy for the boys that fall. They didn't let just anybody in that club. Took every ounce of heart and sweat and blood to get to wear those game day jerseys down the hall. The kings of the school, man, where the boys are fall. Well, it's turning face to stars and stripes. It's fighting back them butterflies. It's calling in the air, all right, yes sir, we want the ball. And it's knocking heads and talking trash. It's slinging mud and dirt and grass. It's I got your number, I got your back. When your back's against the wall, you mess with one man, you got us all. The boys are fall.
Hello, high school.
In little towns like mine, that's all they got. Newspaper clippings fill the coffee shops. The old men will always think they know it all. Young girls will dream about the boys of fall. Well, it's turning face to stars and stripes. It's fighting back them butterflies. It's calling in the air, all right, yes sir, we want the ball. And it's knocking heads and talking trash. It's slinging mud and dirt and grass. It's I got your number, I got your back. When your back's against the wall, you mess with one man. Let's go, boys! Got us all.
You guys do that! Lift us up! Bring us up! We'll fucking stay changed!
Slinging mud and dirt and grass. He's boys are fall. We're the boys.